always watching.
Do we put the Pango on the offlane or mid? Or Doom offlane, Doom carry, and pick a new mid? So they're gonna pick a new offlane. So,
and I was going to say, this Gluttony, you know, we don't see it a lot. You're right. Don't forget, it upgrades the neutral abilities. So this Siege Shot is really doing some work against Tino, I have to say. Tino's got to be a little bit careful. Out it goes again.
Quick, but the Void Spirit is higher level than him, so he's not getting the bonus damage from the innate on Doom.
That's true, yeah. That's true. With the Scorched Earth, though, he is going to be able to win these duels. Tino, got that Resonant Pulse shield, burning down, ticking down the Siege Shot, leaves him with less than 10 HP. He's going to bail out of that one. Ooh, that was close.
Venom's coming. He's trying to get the kill.
Venom's smoke ganking. The jungle Venom is smoke ganking.
I mean, he's very
my God.
high level. He's level 5.
Varij is like, ooh, they don't see
Wait
each
a
other,
minute,
actually.
I smell a Hydralisk lurking nearby.
Look at him go. Oh, he was burrowed? He was burrowed? Who gets burrow, bro? Oh my God, Jix. He's dead. He's just dead. It doesn't matter, actually. Varij, he didn't actually complete the TVL, so he easily gets the kill. And Jikroy, he's totally fine, bro. He's got those brown boots. Meanwhile, down bottom, they've killed the Templar Assassin. This is a battle techies. They fortify the creeps to make sure he can dive the tower. The sticky bomb's gonna connect.
That's here. The curse.
He did kill
the Maledict.
Oh, he did. He got him with Maledict.
And he got the level.
Right. Execration.
Or if you kill, don't play offlane. Because if you play offlane, you might run into it.
That's true. yeah, you're going to be abandoned here. Haste turn activated from Among Dia. There's going to be that Sprout. Look just like that. 4 heroes down bottom. Palace, they tear right through that fresh refraction. There he goes. He's lurking on in.
There's a ward though. That's very nice. Paris placed a ward earlier in front of the tower to scout the Venom coming in. He's not smoking time, so they see him in the rotation.
They're just going in though. They're going in. They get the Doom off actually onto Tino. Jikro with a ton of damage here. Shanks is going to drop here, as will the Void Spirit. A 2-for-2 trade.
That was actually kind of nice for the MP. He got all the XP. He's level 6.5. He's almost 7 on MP now.
Huge DB.
Prophet ulti ready, so he is looking for a kill on the lanes right now. But Lewis is walking
He's actually coming to him. Relentless. That's a really good Maledict. He's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna take down. He's 100% dead. He needs to be careful. He doesn't explode next to his team. Look at the damage on the Varij. Down to half HP.
And tell Jikroy to step aside, you know.
Hello. Gonna die mid lane.
He is definitely not winning this fight. That's always nice against TA, but I think I already mentioned I'm a Crimson Dark this game.
Yep. One Thunder, mid lane, wall of replica onto Lewis. Gonna try and get off that boat. The Admiral's run. Oh, he's gonna go down. 4 heroes mid. It's simply far too many.
He is going full grid. Midas and Max Diva. Full grid
with Glut.
I mean, they're gonna find him and punish him. Look.
They are. Oh, see him out.
He's gonna kill him.
This guy's actually here. Backboard. He drops the Doom. It's not gonna save him. It ought to condemn CML. Is he gonna try and go
close?
To... he's dead. It's not close.
Is he?
He's alive.
No, he's not. With Max Diva and Midas is greedy. Show them the jungle Venom.
Execration, they're reading this move perfectly, Mamang Daya. They get initiated on XR into Torrent. No roll's gonna come out, and now he's orchided up. This is the fight for the defusal reveal. He's gonna be kept alive. In comes CML from the side, and he's not gonna get that roll off. Down he goes. The wall of replica doing good work as the low hops down. Shanks has a lot of money here. Lewis falling low to that spirit vessel now as Varij TP's on in will equalize here in terms of bringing the heroes that we'll be speaking about for generations.
I mean, if you told someone
silence, there's coming through, trying to TP away, not a chance, just too much damage. Thanks.
He's gonna be regretting his build now on spells, and Doom has nothing now to do with that. If he gets caught, he is 100% dead.
Just jumping in a little bold here. He's gonna go down, but maybe it's good for the kill onto Lewis. Blade Mail active with the run buff. They really need to try and focus him down, and he lives through the vessel. Mamang Daya, shield crash, and the swashbuckle ready to go. There is no escape then for Lewis. You know, he could be next. He's got Death Void. He's gonna turn, try and get enough damage out, and the Aether Remnant is flawless from Tino. Great teamwork there.
So you don't need the max HP.
Exactly.
And especially when you have a locket, you know, it's gonna have more impact.
Thanks. Gonna get vacuumed back into the wall, into the blast off, 2 mines. Parry, Veno is down. Verish, he's going to be focused down by Tino as Dolo dies inside of his own wall. Paolo's showing up for the fight as well. Make that 4 stacks. The Aether Remnant into the Death Ward, interrupted, but Mamang Daya, the meld strike makes it 6 stacks of Veno damage. Paolo's... That could be. Is he a Mal? Is he
They're waiting for a target. They might catch
Mamang Daya. Gotten the kill. Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine.
I don't know if we're going to pop the full...
Okay, Mamang
not with that spell casting, he's not.
Damage on the Nature's Wrath, and now he is going to have his Blade Mail. And the next biggest damage item is the Shard.
Point. Oh, BB, good disarm here onto Palos. Palos waiting patiently to go back on in. Back wall, but he blinks away. That's going to leave Lewis here in a bit of danger. That Blade Mail active though with the run buff. He is a tanky target as Shanks throws the ulti onto the lull. That's not going to spread onto any heroes, but you got Palos just beating down into everyone. DB, the best they can hope for there was just a kill onto Kunkka. But then what? That's Execration as Shanks up to level 14.
Yeah,
That's fair. Shanks, he scouted here under the ward. Delol, get his vision from Mamang Daya to run on in. This is actually a pretty big kill with the 4 staff. Allows him to avoid the blast off. There's still so much damage though for Shanks. They're going to get in there with the Voodoo Restoration. It's good enough for him to turn and get a few spells off now. And all of a sudden, Mamang Daya and Varij, they're far too deep. The response from Execration here.
Gosh. I feel like the Witch Doctor and Venom killed everyone. I always feel like you should just use it around 15-20 minutes. If you are close to competing, then just use it. Just buy whatever item you want.
Gonna break out here. Vision set up perfectly. They see Mamang Daya. That's gonna be the Orchid on Shanks. Brought back into the X-Mark boat and killed off before he could do anything. The follow-up silences from Tino's Ag Scepter make that a hopeless engagement. But they did kill quite a bit now. Jikroy always gonna turn and drop the Doom DD from the low ground and win vacuum as Varij is gonna go back on in. A perfect Maledict again. He is just getting owned right now, Varij. No chance to live. Dies basically just to CML as the cask bounced around perfectly, and Tino lives on what? 50 HP, almost dies to the mines there, almost died to the mines.
Improvement on the itemization of the Darkseer, but that's not why they are in this hole at the moment.
That's fair. I mean, that's absolutely fair. It's just always something we've noticed casting this team all the way through the lower bracket. At 8, it's very reasonable.
No one touches you when you're channeling. Sure, you can kill anybody.
And, well, and then you're able to set up like this. Oh, okay, another Doom here. That's a beautiful back wall onto 4 heroes with the boat coming in. Far too late to change anything now. Oh, boy, Lewis manages to TP away. The blink out in time now by Palos, but he is left completely alone to fight versus 4. I say that they buy back. They have control of his outpost. And they take this fight. The double step in there by Tino as Jikroy. BK beat up. He's still going to go down. Palos, he grabs him. And with the Daedalus, that's so much damage. Mamang Daya stays alive thanks to the wand charges. But Tino relentlessly giving chase. He's going to avoid the blast off as well by Delol as they pick off Mamang Daya. Tino, this may look like a dieback for him as he almost sacrifices himself on the blade mail of the NP. But he will live up in 10 seconds. Not everything. I mean, Rolling Thunder is ready to go again. They may be able to make this a defense. I mean, they did set up pretty successfully last time, but there's the initiation. They see Jikroy in the trees. Palos boots in front of the gate. Another vacuum. No, with the wall set up, it's not as good as last time, though. This time the BKBs come out, but Palos being focused down and chased down. They get through the refraction, and down he goes. That's a tieback now for Tino. He was kind of isolated there on that high ground. The Death Ward just really good damage, actually, to be honest with you. Not going to save the fight as Varij giving him the vision. He doesn't have Curse of the Overgrowth quite yet. Now he finally gets him off. The Blade Mail's active, but he's going to go down to that last swashbuckle. They get on top of Shanks. It's a big kill for them, but look at the cast bouncing between them. They're maledicted up. They cannot really take this fight. The buyback now on the techies. DB unable to surge away. He's not going to die to maledict quite yet, actually, as instead the double ion shell focused down onto the Witch Doctor. They take him down.
Good look for me.
Man overboard!
And here's going to be another pickoff. Jikroy activates the BKB, but no chance to fight through that Witch Doctor who's Gree. He can buy back, but he BKB'd there, so he's not going to have that for still another 50 seconds now.
Yeah, he definitely does not want to buy right now.
Okay, Rolling Thunder, it's pretty decent, but the Doom's not buying back. The tidal wave pulls him further deep underneath this Death Ward. Good damage, the kill onto DB is there. Among Daya still fighting through this one. Pretty good control, tries to swashbuckle away, but he is killed off eventually. Varij caught trying to kill this Witch Doctor, does eventually get the job done there with the Sprout damage as Delul doing what he can, leaps on in, but it's Tino with a double kill in the fight as he finishes off the Nature's Prophet, and Doom respawns with a team, with a base. Out of control in this game. I think that the jungle Veno really good, looked really convincing. Well played to Tino to not feed in that lane. There we go, back into the fight now as Tech Free Gaming giving it everything they've got here. CML gets off that voodoo switcheroo. They get through that first life. The Rolling Thunder though has now expired. 2 kills though, 3 make it on the side of Execration, but Palos now more unleashed in this fight. Bridge hiding underneath that Glimmer Cape, alive for now as Palos finally activates the BKB. DB giving chase here after Lewis. As Bridge is gonna live, no one's gonna die here it looks like. Maybe the lull.
Is the only one.
Maybe just the lull.
Whole Tech Free Gaming side.
Goes, pardon me, folks. This is the start of that fight. It looks like the smoke ended up going okay. In fact, I think that he can still take it versus Palos. Disarmed. Among Daya silencing for a moment, but has the loaded to dispel him. Backing back out of the Hurricane Pike as Palos falling low decides he just has to try and take the fight here and now, but he is mounting against these 3 heroes, and he's gonna
coming out of their base. This is probably going to be the first time in a while since they venture out of the map here. The mid lane tier 1 are still alive for Execration, but not for long.
He actually has found the Pangolier. There's going to be the back onto 2. They get out.
He gets the roll up, gets the roll out. Robo's up gonna dispel. He's gonna be able to disrupt the fights here to get the big doctor down. The 2 supports, or the 2 cores, I should say, going down on the Execration fight. And Mamang Daya and Daddy survive the team fight there.
And he does. They're back now on Palos. Falling low, the nullifier, the splash damage. Jikroid, there's too many auto attacks after him. He's gonna go down. Lull silence. They do get 2 heroes now. The tidal wave dragging back the Lull into harm's way. Silenced up into the 8th of Remnant. Sent up and tossed this way, that way. DB, he's going to pay the price. Symptom of Save Your Buddy syndrome. They try and take the fight there. It's not going to go their way. And the GG is dropped now. Tech Free Gaming eventually have to throw in the towel.
Costly.
Execration
Drop. Or sorry, we'll win game number 1.
It's a good defense, you know. Last couple of defense by Tech Free Gaming, they were good, but eventually the difficult, even though it seems like it's counterintuitive to have 2 invis heroes, but the one major downside is you're gonna be a lot weaker in the lane because
Agreed.
You don't have the double slow from other side.
And well, there's the fence levels early
fence.
on. Double fence isn't gonna save him though.
Okay. What is he gonna hit this early game timing, you know?
I really like seeing that kinetic fence, like for the effective harass. Limps on back. Let's see how the fence is used here. That'll block him off one way. Another fence charge ready to go, but Delul realizing he's made a mistake and there's no way out. So what the hell? Am I mistaken, or can this Clinks not just simply eat the helm of the Dom creep?
Wait a minute, Tino diving in. Level 5 undying.
Getting low, the cask, the death, or sorry, with the blood grenade on top of Shanks. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's not. He had no choice to dive.
Putting it into the cleans, you know, I guess that's his logic here.
Ooh, big scout stacked here. Wall. They've got a glimpse. First, they're going to play with the fences a bit here. Lewis, nice Sonic Wave and the regeneration when running as Mamang Daya joins the fray, glimpsed back. CML, where are you going, my friend? He's trying to die to the ancients, but he repulses them away. It still works out, though.
That was a good try.
I didn't think it would work as well as it did there.
The shrines?
And now, approaching the Wisdom Shrine timing. Oh, beautiful cast onto the 2 of them. They're both hit by this Maledict, but DB, he's just shy of the experience he needs for the Roar. He decides TP, and out's the best play. That'll at least get him out here alive. Palos diving behind the tower here. Doesn't really have the burst damage he needs. Real close. But that's good. Mamang Daya got boots. You know, sometimes you see these not usually in the mid lane. Sometimes in the off lane you don't see him pick boots up though. That's going to be troublesome now for Jikroy. TP's coming in. Cancelled though. No way out there as they have, of course, the Flash Golem and power. Level 3 Glimpse means they can give it a go. Kinetic Fence is going to trap him in here very awkwardly, but now what's the move?
There's no
Just
backup.
bothering him here, I guess.
He has no backup. Yeah, because they were killing the stack, and now Dust. Pop Klinks goes down. That is a big one. Bro, Dust, and Klinks is dead. But yeah, I mean, Klinks is
Mid lane.
not a hero you want to be losing your life around.
Another Rolling Thunder. Good positioning here by CML, and with Tino connecting from the bot lane, it's going to be enough to spook him back. Sonic Wave ready in, I think, about 10 seconds, but Lasso ready now. Kinetic Fence isn't going to actually stop the lull here. And with the Maledict applied onto the bounty, I don't think he's making it out alive now. Earning and ticking on down. It's only level 1 Maledict actually, so Mamang Daya needs to jump in there to secure the kill.
The hero, you said that his Maledict is just level 1.
Lewis.
Meanwhile, Mamang Daya dies. Got sniped.
In for the kill, and there's the fence. I don't know if they can get the +1 though. No mana on these cores right now.
I mean, he has 3 points in here. I think he's gonna be very difficult to kill.
Well, let's see if he's got the mana to sustain through this kill attempt.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mana.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. And met with that glimpse. So, you know, he's going to keep showing in lane here with the smoke coming from behind. Double invis. Oh, they put down the sentry a bit too late. Varij, he does get off the cask and the Maledict here onto Shanks. DB sets up for the roar. Does connect that one onto the disruptor. Maybe trying to burst him before the static storm can come out. It's still going to happen. Into the glimpse. Down goes CML. DB attempting to TP away, but no chance there. 2-for-1 trade. Lasso, I hear. So we're going to be underneath that tier 1 tower as Lewis ticking down and will die. And inhibit from the diffuser blade, making sure he was still in range. And Mamang Daya will simply roll on through.
On the Undying, Bounty Hunter has his urn. Disruptor kind of doesn't really need much. He's building into a drum. Paradox gets a solo kill. Nice one here. Best hero, you know, if he gets to just lay in on you. This hero does.
They're going mid. They're going mid. It's not looking so good for Tino right now. They do manage to cancel the Death Ward at the very least. And without a Maledict on to Variz.
The track kill.
Or rather, yeah, it's just going to turn into another kill here.
Yeah, this is
Ultra. Helm 2.
Yeah. And Jikroy is on his way to his Aghanim's, which is kind of not exactly a fighting item, kind of like more of a farming item.
Look at the chase, dude. They get the vision, the drum charge utilized. If they chase down Jikroy, there is no support coming to save him. And instead, he'll be another kill here into the bag of Lewis with some track gold spread all around for good.
Understanding that this is the time to do it. This is going to give them a lifeline.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
Yep. Very huge.
Oh, they're fighting straight into the Blink Dagger reveal. They're going to try and burst down Tino. Seems like a little bit of a bait, honestly. Static Storm does connect onto Varij as the Rolling Thunder uninterrupted going on through. They realize this is a losing fight. They will simply TP away through the Vanguard, through Tino, who looks like he barely took a scratch.
They're going to find DB.
With the drums, DB first to try and roar, to run for his life, but he's not making it out alive. Yeah, dragged back there by the glimpse into 5. They've lost the ages. Oh no, Tech Gaming, they made such a great decision and they follow it up with a blunder.
Yeah, especially the Undying. The Maledict is very, very good at core Undying. You know, you need to be able to kill him in the fights.
Mamang Daya? Oh no, he's gonna get caught out. Double invis. So hard to play into, especially when they built up a lead.
Yeah, things are definitely falling apart for Tech Gaming side right now.
DB up into the high ground. Static Storm with the fence. DB can still walk through it. There's going to be a lasso. They found CML, but do they have any damage here? Okay, there's a good Death Ward into the Maledict. Tino certainly will die to this, right? Even at level 2 Maledict, sure looks like it. He's going to respawn instantly. Disruptor finally killed off there as DB hit by the Sonic Wave. Shanks, the last Maledict tick, not enough to take him down. And as Mamang Daya respawns, he's going to be wishing he was in that fight. Good micro there on the helm of the Overlord.
The gyro going down again is
and Mamang Daya, we just died here. We just died here, bro. What have we learned?
Execration, but it was just not enough. I mean, he is having fun right there, you know, Shanks.
Trying to TP away. It actually is going to work out. Holy moly, it's going to work out. Kinetic Fence prevents the Woe from stealing Shanks. They say, no, no, no. That's my bounty hunter. Don't you take him away.
They have to try to defend their Rex. Are they just going to give it up for free? Beast is not taking that. BB is like, screw you guys, I'm planning on my...
Oh no, Mamang Daya. Oh no, Mamang Daya! Dies!
Mamang died 2.0. He is going to hurt. Very, very bad.
That punch. That you can be sure of. Oh no, the Undying. He's just in there. What can they do to stop him now? Lewis, the Sonic Wave onto DB, the Roar. It's finally going to come up with this Undying. Unbothered. He's just so chilling, man. Probably back on the Witch Doctor now. This is the last fight. Mamang Daya, Rolling Thunder. Jikroy doesn't have a BKB. He cannot stand his ground. He cannot fight in this game. Gaming, they fall into a beautiful Execration draft here. Make 2-0 to move on to the final day of the SCA quals.
I mean, I think this is my favorite game so far, my new favorite game. I think yesterday I said one of the games was my favorite, but today I think this is my favorite game, you know.